Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just back in with another. I wouldn't say this is a lesson. This is just kind of just reflecting on my time on YouTube. Um, it's been over 4 years, and so I was just looking at the first video that I posted, and I think I deleted the first couple that were in July of 2017. But it's been over 4 years, that I've been on YouTube searching for the truth, and it's an amazing journey, and then also for people who aren't aware, I made a prediction that I would destroy the Bible after 2023, if effectively if Christ didn't return, by that time. And I made this statement on either Non Sequitur or Fight the Flat Earth or Godless Engineers channel, one of those three. And it's just looking back, like at that time, I was still very early in the flat earth because I was going on those debates. And, I was not what I believe sealed, with the truth on January 1st, 2020. And so it was prior to that. So it was, early 2019, late 2018 that I made that prediction. So, or I guess that's not really a prediction, a promise, and all that. So I just want people to know at that time I knew that I wasn't going to be on the earth in 2024. So just know that. So, and I know that now without a doubt. It's impossible. And so I had no plans to ever do that. And so it was a padded prediction. Okay. And so it's even more padded now. Okay. Because this is it, for sure, for me personally. So just know that. Okay. I would never, do that. But the quote spirit of it is true, and I stand by it, that the Bible is bringing a lot of confusion, but we know that because God is behind it. Job 12:16, the deceived and the deceiver are his. And then obviously it can bring a lot of righteousness as well, for people who trust on it and lean on it, and then believe what it says, is going to come true. And we see it now very clearly. And so it's amazing. So, its responsibility is to do both, at the same time, contemporaneously. And so I know that now, much more than I did then. But I was frustrated, like I think a lot of people are, that there are no answers, and all that kind of stuff. And just the world was just appearing more and more evil. And then now I see it, much more clearly than even then. And I was frustrated then. Okay. And so this is exciting. I just want people to know this is absolutely amazing. And so, of course, I stand by that prediction, and I would say even that prediction at this point is outlandish. Okay, no one, if they're on this earth in 2024, should take the Bible seriously, because then it would not have come through on anything. Okay, so if there's no appearance or intervention from the spirit realm, by that time, January 1st, 2024, it's just, I would treat the Bible as just maybe use it for history, and that kind of thing, and then for inspiration. And then it would just be essentially an inspirational book, and that kind of thing. Or just treat it as like maybe even science fiction, because we know that it has a lot of things about UFOs and stuff in it. So it'd just be an interesting read kind of thing. So that's where we're at, because the God of the Bible makes a bold claim, which I'm even more aware of now than ever, is that he's behind the evil and the deception, the ball earth, and then all the stuff going on now. So we know that now, he has to be behind it. And so, and then the decision to be against, the ball earth and this narrative, he's making it obvious for us. Okay. And so we really have no choice but to do what it says in Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people, don't be partakers of our sins, so we receive not of their plagues. And so it's essentially, we have no choice. Okay. Because it's so obvious. And so that's why that prediction, I'm sitting pretty. Okay. And I think actually that's outlandish. If I knew what I knew January 1st, 2020, when I made that prediction, in January 2019, I would have made it more aggressive. Well, first, then I would have known that I was involved in it, and I had the ability to make my prediction come true, so to speak. But I would have been like 3 years or something, or like 2 years or something like that, which is effectively what it's working out to be now. And so, that's where I'm at. It's essentially gone from 5 years to down to 3 years now at this point. So, I think it's amazing. So 2023, that's what I've said, and it's official and it's out there. It's even on my channel and all that. I stand by that with 1,000,000,000% confidence. Okay. And again, I'm not going to be here, but if I was here on the earth at that time, I wouldn't be a Bible person at all, because there would be no intervention, no second coming, no visual appearance of the plagues in Revelation 16 occurring, no two witnesses, nothing. Then I would be like, the Bible's not true. Okay. And then let's just say in a hypothetical sense, like I would carry on with my life, and just do whatever, I guess, that I felt was right, kind of thing. And maybe use the Bible, like I said, but for inspiration or something, but not as authoritative, and then not as something that I should worry about receiving judgment from that God, and that kind of thing. So that's what I would recommend for people, so this video is a bit of a time capsule too, like hold people accountable that if you're watching this in January 1st, 2024, you have a lot of reasons to then go after the Christians and be like, why are you teaching that? Okay, your God claimed that, he was behind all this deception and evil and all that kind of stuff and the ball earth and all that, but like, where is he? Okay, like, what's the big deal then? And all that kind of stuff. And then they'd have a lot of reason to hold those people's feet to the fire, so to speak. Where is your God? Okay, and all that kind of stuff. And so it would be like plenty of time, and then if I would do that, actually, I would like hold Christians accountable and be like, what is all this? Okay, like the Bible is prophetic for sure, Revelation, and be like, where did all this stuff happen? Okay, where's the mark of the beast and all that? We've already had this thing go out and a booster and all that worldwide, and like there's nothing. Okay, and then there's a group of people that claim that it was evil. And so where's your God? Okay, because he said in Revelation 16:2, he implies in Revelation 16:2 that he will return prior to it going out worldwide. Okay, and then put sores on people who've taken it at that point. So when did that happen? Okay, and all that kind of stuff. And so the people that are pushing the microchip at this point, we know are just actors, because there's no foundation for that ever happening. And a lot of them, the only person I can think of except End-Times Teacher is a ball earther, and so and Sakari, I would say, but they're not really flat earthers, because even from his own mouth, he said he doesn't know for sure, kind of thing. Like, so he knows that it's flat, okay, but I'm saying like actively teaching it, I guess. And even End-Times Teacher sort of clowns flat earth because he's a clown. So pretty much everybody pushing that microchip thing are ball earthers, okay. And then there's a large group of people who don't even have an opinion on it, kind of thing. So, we dismiss them. God's not teaching them anything except that they're on a spinning ball, which is ridiculous. And so, this is the amazing thing, that we live in. And so, we know that, the Christian church are sold out and all that. And so, like, again, and then we know that a lot of them are ball earthers and stuff. So, we know that they're evil. Okay. And so the Hebrew Israelites, we all know that they're just actors, I'm talking about the leadership and all that. And so, the Bible's doomed, pretty much, unless this narrative is Bible prophecy. Okay. And God wrapping it up, because every group teaching the Bible are all evil, and all of them are essentially, a lot of them are ball earthers. Okay. So, the Bible itself is in its last days, the book itself, in terms of being taught properly and then propagated and then that kind of thing. And so the only person that I know that understands it is myself, okay, because I was sealed. And so that's, again, why I know that it's not much longer than the time that I have, for example, okay? It's not like 5 or 10 or 15 years or something like that, okay? Because the Bible itself is being taught by evil people. And so that also is sort of insurance, not like I need it, but it's a sort of insurance policy on my prediction, because I think a lot of us now realize that all these groups are just sold out, and they're not allowed to talk about certain things, and I don't know, 50-50 and all that kind of stuff. And so they're essentially, working with the beast, to make sure that what the beast wants happens, kind of thing, whether they know they're doing that or not. And so it's like, it's clear as day, and that kind of thing for us who are truly awake. And so this is the time that we live in. Either God rescues the outcast, like it says in the Bible, or the Bible is not true, and that's where we're at. And so, if I guess if I would do something different, I don't think I would make a statement like that about, destroying the Bible per se, but I still actually believe that, like genuinely, because the problem with the issue with the Bible is not being an inspirational book. You can't just leave it as an inspirational book because the book itself makes the claims that it's authoritative over everything. Okay. That's the issue. If there was a book, like if you could just take certain parts of it, I guess, where it's just like, do good to your neighbor and all, like inspirational stuff, that would be different. And then you could catalog that, and then like put that on the bookshelf. But the problem with and this is the Bible's problem, not mine, is that all of it says that it's above everything, and then the God of it is behind all the deception. Okay, so then if he was deceiving and then not following through on the other things, then he's evil. Okay, and so it would essentially be a satanic book, and so you can't really just open it and like thumb through it and like get inspiration from it, because you're getting inspiration from something evil. And so that's the issue with it's pretty much all or nothing, now or never kind of thing. And that's the Bible's fault, not mine. Okay. And so when I said that I would burn it, I would recommend that, genuinely, because there's no point in considering it and then just let reality happen kind of thing, and then just do the best you can, maybe inspired by some of the good sayings in it. But just because, there's some good sayings in it, but the teaching in the book is evil, doesn't mean that it's like that's everywhere in every thing that we look, so there's some good, potentially, and even like evil. So evil people and evil structures, but it's not like all these Rothschilds like will never be generous. Like if they see somebody, like maybe they'll help, okay, and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't mean that we give him like a Nobel Prize or anything like that. So it's the same with the Bible, okay? Like it's there's no reason to exalt it, in any way, if it doesn't follow through with what it's saying. So that's why if people are watching this, you can go after the quote unquote Christians, okay? In particular, because we know that the earth is flat and stationary, and then a lot of them don't believe that, and then we'll get angry when we mention it, and that's just one of the things. So that's where we're at. So the Bible essentially would be in a better position to be destroyed than to even have it cataloged, because then people could go and use it and manipulate more people down the road than has already happened now and then throughout human history. So all of humanity is better off just destroying it. Okay, January 1st, 2024. Like I said, in that hangout years ago. And so that aspect, it's a practical thing. It's not just all theater and all that. It's a very, very practical thing, because people are leaning on it with everything, and then we really at this point either have that as an option or the government, and then go along with it. So, and it's a very distinct fork that's being made. And again, we believe, for people who are into the Bible, not even that deep, but into it, we know that God's making this fork. And so, you came to the fork in the road. We have to decide. Okay. I mean, I've already decided, but just for the sake of this argument, a lot of people have a lot of things to consider in the times that we live in now, and throughout human history as well. A lot of times it costs them their life and that kind of thing. So that's why it's better to not have people make this decision based on the Bible going forward. It's like, just try and work amongst people and create, a healthy ecosystem, and economic system and all that kind of stuff, just based on our own, quote, God-given, common sense and reasoning and stuff like that, and goodwill, that I believe a lot of people have, but is essentially, I don't want to say removed, but like limited, with the world that we live in. And then we're not allowed to act on those impulses, which are natural to us, being compassionate and all that kind of stuff. So, no real point to this lesson or this dialogue here, this video. But just to let people know, I mean, I stand by everything that I say, whether I like it or not. And that's not something that I regret, I would maybe, the only thing I would possibly change is wording it differently, is that I would have said if Christ doesn't return prior to 2023, but it's effectively the same thing, what I said. If there's no sign of God anywhere in the heavens, and now I know that the wrath of God cannot begin unless Christ returns, And so if there's no sign of that, then by the end of 2023, then it's dismiss it, and then for me personally, I mean, it's this year, End Times Teacher was asking, how many days do I have left? I think I have maybe 18,500 left, my account right now. And then, just because I don't care. Okay. Like I let people know exactly what's going on in my life, and I'm not joking around about that. And I don't want a penny from anybody, and I don't even want to be here for that time. Okay. That's the level of anxiousness that I have to, quote unquote, cross over, to hang around. Inside joke for End Times Teacher. That's where I'm at. Okay. And so, even this year is a bit of a struggle, but hopefully it's worth the wait, but for people out there, I would highly recommend don't take the Bible seriously even after next year. Okay. 2023 is an extra year of padding, I guess, like in my mind. I didn't quite make all these, I didn't have it all figured out, I guess, but that's outlandish to wait for Christ beyond, I would say, next year. Okay. For people who are here walking around and stuff, but it's not safe. That's the thing for me that I've realized now, is that it's not even an issue of boredom for me, which is the underlying vibe of my entire channel. Obviously reading and studying the Bible, and then what I received and teaching it is fun, and gives us a lot of hope. But boredom is the underlying problem that I have with this world, and then the issue now is it's unsafe. Okay. And it's not going to become safer according to what the Bible says. Okay. And in fact, it's going to get very, very unsafe, where people are looting and all that. And then watch the hangout I did yesterday, and we read a little bit of 2nd Ezra where it talks about that, and, sedition amongst men and all that. So that's why my timing is my comfort level, for being here. And so it's boring and unsafe, and that's a bad combination. And then the longer that I stay here, I feel like I'm dishonoring God, because it means that I like staying in a garbage can more than being with the Heavenly Father. Okay. And so I almost feel a sense of guilt. Okay. And so it's not even a debate at this point, because I know that a God exists. We're trying to see if it's the God of the Bible, and then he's going to, quote, move in our lifetime where we see it with our own eyes. So that's all that's left for me to see. And then that's it, because we know that God exists, from the flat stationary earth. And, it was worth the time, on YouTube. I would probably, if I could go back and do it differently, I may go on fewer Hangouts. I probably would have, if I would do it differently, I might have hosted my own. And then for people only who want to come up with a unique solution. But I realize now that God doesn't want that. That's what I know now, is that God does not want the earth shape to be proven, or else he could have done it easily with any of these actors. And it's not that hard. Okay. $5,000 or $10,000 experiment using GPS, and then get people together and then do, live stream it, and then it's over, kind of thing. And then we obviously know that the earth doesn't move, so you don't even need to do an experiment, or a test. But it's clear that God does not want it. Okay. He put that Netflix documentary out there to create some level of ambiguity about it, using known shills like Jaren and all these other ding dongs. And so that's by design. So that's probably what I would have done, but I don't think I would have attracted people to that hangout, because people don't care. They're just all these people on YouTube, they just talk in circles. That's their job. And I know that now. And so I probably would have gone on fewer, but a lot of times I was just doing it to kill time. So, it's not a big deal. I didn't lose anything in it or anything like that. It was entertaining. But, it's clear to me now, what the purpose of the quote truth community is. It's essentially to make sure the truth doesn't come out, kind of thing, and looks ridiculous, and then will ultimately get vilified even more, in the near future. So that's their job. And so that's what I know now. But no harm, no foul, or nothing like that. But it's been an amazing journey. 4 years. Who would have thought, that this is the way the Most High is going to wrap it up. So I would say confidently, I think we all know at this point that if this is not the mark of the beast, then the Bible is not true. Hope everyone's doing well. Bye.